Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between Lightweight and Tang on Frozen Temple. In the bottom right side of the map, we have the red Zerg player. It is Tang from Team All Inspiration. And in the top left side of the map, we have the blue Terran player. It is Lightweight from HD Game. Pretty cool logo there with the H and the D and the G in a 3D cube. Alright, so this is a ZVT on Frozen Temple. We've seen this matchup many times before on this map, but every single one is different, so thank you for watching today. Links in the bottom to sites that contain Tang's gameplay. And go ahead and check them out if you're interested. And let's go ahead and get right on into it. Where is my list? Where is my Reaper name list? You'd think I'd just pull it up before I start the cast, because I know there's going to be a Terran here. So why on earth wouldn't I just do that? Adept names, Reaper names. There it is. Reaper names. Alright, very good. So it looks like it very well could be a Reaper here from our friend Lightweight. Hatch for Tang into an extractor, into a pool right down here in the bottom corner. Not very hidden, but still in a pretty good spot for Tang to throw that spawning pool down. And the barracks. 3, 2, 1... Go time! Come on, Lightweight, let's do this thing. It is going to be a Reaper. It is going to be a Reaper, and his name is Rorschach. Rorschach? Rorschach Reaper. Anyway, that's his name. It might be named after a character from... Oh, crud, what was that movie? What was the comic book? Come on, brain, you can do this thing. Watchmen, from Watchmen. There's a character named Rorschach. I think that's what it is, or Rorschach? Is that? I haven't seen or really done with any of those things. I know there's a Rorschach test where you look at ink blots on the paper and tell the psychiatrist what you think they are. And then they tell you what your brain is like subconsciously based on your reaction. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking about stuff I don't know a lot about. Let's talk about StarCraft instead. 6 links here on the way. Now pop it in for Tang. He's got 2 queens and speed coming up. Get out of there. Why are you on the creep? Holy shamoly, that was the worst Reaper in all time. Do we think that was the worst Reaper of all time? He runs right on the creep. The Lings are there. They get us around. He can't get out. He doesn't even get a KD8 charge down. Doesn't kill a single Zergling and dies. Kaboom. That is the most anticlimactic Reaper I've ever seen. We're just going to put a little memorial up right here. Be like, sup Reaper. We mourn your death because it was super tragic. Meanwhile, Marines coming out for Lightweight now. He is done with that Reaper shenanigan nonsense. Command Center is upgrading itself to an orbital command, and both refineries have been taken by Lightweight at this point. So now Tang has options. He can go for a 3rd base right about here, just outside of his main base, and close to his natural, very easy to protect. Or he can go for a 2-base timing here, but I think he'd probably have a Roach Warren by now, or at least a Baneling Nest if that was what he was planning on doing. But as it stands, yeah, he's going to send the drone on out. Go for this 3rd base. He's saving up the minerals. 250, 260, 270, 280, 290, and 300. Ding! There goes the hatch. 34 to 26 harvesters. Tang has a very nice lead on his GM level opponent today. Marines knocking down the unbuildable rocks. You all know the story about that one. If you don't, let me know and I'll tell you in the comments. Roach Warren on the way for the Tang. Rocks disintegrate and begins the Great Wall of supply depots protecting the natural base of Lightweight here. So he's got the Marines, he's got the starport. This looks very much like about a 5 to 6 minute double medevac drop timing. As well it could be. The factory is throwing up a reactor, and the starport I think is waiting for that. Yep. Immediately heading over as soon as that reactor's down, landing the starport on their reactor, double pumping those medevacs. Factory, you don't get that reactor. I know you did the work to create it, but no. Bad factory. Get off of that reactor, allow the starport to have it, and there come the 2 medevacs. Yep. So just getting that Marine count on up here and getting some upgrades as well, which includes Stim. Stim is the upgrade you want to get first of all. Spore Crawler's on the way, 3 of them. Tang really likes the Spore Crawler, which I am a giant fan of. Just get one. It helps against drops. It helps against Banshees. If you're not sure what's coming out from the Terran player, do it. It's really good against Protoss as well. I know it's 3 workers. But you can make those up. You can make them up, I promise. I promise. I mean, I know the pros gamble with it, and they don't usually make this static defense, but man, then a drop comes in and roasts 10 of their drones, and it's like, maybe a single drone turning into a Spore Crawler would have been worth it in that situation, but I guess maybe it doesn't happen often enough that they feel like it's a requirement. Maybe it's just kind of such a rarity that they don't worry about it in the long run. Just rely on their regular defense, like Zerglings and Roaches and Queens, to deal with the drops instead. So here comes that 5-minute drop I was telling you about. Boom. Sneaking right on in here for Lightweight. Going to try to get into the main base. Not even worried about that third. Can see it. Not worried about it. Unloading here just on the outskirts. And there goes the stim. And half of the Marines get right on in there. Going after this Queen. Tang going to lose that Queen. Get out of there, Queen. Run. No! Doesn't lose the Queen. Spore Crawler getting some shots off on the medevac, which is super useful. But the Queen dies anyway. That medevac is still alive. Some Roaches and drones forced to fight for their own lives. They do chase away. The medevac does not get picked off by this Queen. Patrolling the bottom edge of the third base, manages to get the heck on out of there. So pretty good pickup. Did kill a couple drones and a Queen and 3-lings. And lost a Marine on that exchange. So pretty effective drop by Lightweight. That's a good opening drop there. Another drop coming from Lightweight along this top side. This one has a Widowmine mixed in with all those other Marines. And it's going to be barracks, and a mole barracks from Lightweight, including a third command center, which is likely going to land in the same spot that Tang's third base is on the other side. Marines moving into this third base. Run! Get out of there. Drones forced to flee for their lives here. What are they going to do? Marines choosing to hit this evolution chamber and probably cancel that +1 melee attack that Tang is working on. And boom, they get it. They get it and pick up and boost out as the Roaches showed up just in time. Well, not just in time. A little bit too late, actually, to save that evolution chamber and save that +1 attack. Tang is in trouble. He has taken some pretty substantial damage here in the first 6 minutes. He is up 58 to 52 harvesters, but half of his drones aren't really droning right now. They are getting back to work, though, which is very nice of Tang to make them do so. Creep spread by Tang is looking okay, a little bit lackluster. I guess he's been focused on other stuff right now. Drop sneaking on in again from Lightweight, getting into this natural base where the lair is, actually. And nope, doesn't decide to land there. Instead, going to land inside the main and go after the replacement evolution chamber that is making the +1 attack again. Tang is going to lose his +1 melee, you guys. No, the Marines instead focusing down 2 Queens that are sitting here in this main base, and both the Queens die. Pick up, boost out. Roaches get a Marine kit, but that's about it. Another attack here by Lightweight coming into this third. This harassment by Lightweight has been super impressive. Super duper impressive to this point. Yeah, Roaches are showing up, but they're not really doing as much as you would think here. Widowmine does have 4 kills. Oh, Queen took down the medevac here at the natural. So finally, a drop will be cleaned up by Tang, but that's like 1 of 5 he's managed to handle so far. Not looking good. Not looking good for the Zerg player. Widowmine is still sitting right here. Are there any Overseers? No, there are no Overseers for Tang. Did you not see this Widowmine drop? I mean, I guess he has 4 crawlers, so that's fine. Can he burrow that and kill the Widowmine before it fires again? And yes. Yes, why did I doubt Tang? Why would I do that? Infestation Pit on the way from Tang. That +1 attack is getting started. Or continued, sorry, rather inside the main base. Getting a Glio Reconstitution and +2 melee, because that melee is going to be ahead of the +2 armor is going to be ahead of the melee attack for quite a while here. 4th base attempt by Tang. These Marines come in once again, and they're going to take it out. They're going to lose a few Marines in the process. They force the cancel, but they get out of there. Some of the Marines were sacrificed, but slowing down the Zerg economy is so worth it if you're Lightweight in this situation. Tank's on the way for Lightweight. He's working on that +1. He is not exactly, who is that player? Jeff. Not exactly Jeff upgrade levels here from Lightweight, but man, the harassment has been good. It's been good so far. 23 drones killed. Are you kidding? 23 drone killed in the first 8 minutes. It's 63 to 65 harvesters. Tang has a very tenuous lead, but Lightweight's on 3 bases. Tang's on 3 bases. The 4th base is about halfway complete for Tang. And Lightweight's got to be feeling pretty comfortable right now. That's a hive on the way, though. So he better have some kind of answer for Ultras, because it's clear that Tang is trying to get there. He's getting Roaches, sure, and some Ravagers for this mid-game survival situation, but he is definitely not planning on those in the long run, or he'd be getting missile attack instead of melee attack for his units. +1, like I said, +1 vehicle weapons on the way for Lightweight. One of his make his tanks more effective. I have seen good use of tanks against Ultras in my day here on the channel, so Terran players, maybe give those a shot. Liberators are always very good, and just, again, Ghosts with steady targeting, man. They're great. Lightweight sneaking in from the top side again, killing 2 Creep Tumors and an Overlord. Army shows up with Tang, Lings, Roaches, Ravagers. Get out, run. Good dodge. Good dodge there indeed. Army moving in from Lightweight now into this bottom 4th base. Again, good defense sitting here. Ravagers, Roaches with +1 attack. Get out. I think they outnumber the Marines, so they do evacuate. Lightweight is finding his harassments more and more difficult to pull off. And again, all Tang is doing is leaving small amounts of his units in different positions where drops have been known to come. So he's just ready for it. Marines, as they're dropping one at a time, very vulnerable. Marines, after 12 of them have dropped and they have medevac support now, less vulnerable. So try to do that. Ultralisk Cavern on the way here from the Tang, getting adrenal glands for his Lings, finally getting +2 melee attack later than he wanted to, but again, Lightweight did a great job shutting that down. +2/+2 on the way for Lightweight, not working on that +3/+3 yet. And how many Marauders does he have? Those can be pretty good as well against Ultras, 7 of them. 7 of them here doing their extra damage versus Armored, which is always good. Tang sending around some scouting groups of Lings, and they do scout this big group coming into this 4th base. The army isn't ready. There are no Ultras yet, that's for sure. Going to have to hold it with Marines, with Lings and Ravagers, and Overseers, and some Roaches. So he is moving the bulk of his army down. Here, a drop by Lightweight to this natural again, while the army is out of position. Oh! Dropping right on back there. The army for Tang retreating back home. He needs to deal with this so fast. Roachwarren could die. Lings coming in as well. Just getting massacred by these Marines. In great position behind the 2 Extractors and the Roachwarren. Roachwarren might get killed unless they're focusing on these Lings instead, which not a bad idea for Lightweight. Some Ravagers coming in as well, trying to clean them out. Corrosive Bile hit. Oh, Lightweight. No. Oh, it didn't hit the medevacs somehow. Anyway, big attack up from the left side again by Lightweight. The tanks, 4 tanks in position in siege mode, getting some nice hits off here. Marines really harassing, if you're British, harassing this. The first Ultra is out, though, from Tang. First Ultra here. Not looking good. Not looking good for Lightweight. What has he got? He's got Liberators coming, which is exactly what he needs, as well as the Marauders. Here comes the Ultra. It's kind of in the middle of everybody else, though, not really doing much of anything whatsoever. Stuck behind the Roaches. Tanks crushing everything to death. 1 Ultra gone. That was so fast. Ravagers trying to do their thing. Another Ultra gone. Super fast. Ravagers have a nice concave here, but the tanks splashing on top of them. Corrosive Biles killing most of them. And actually, Tang does manage to push away here with Ravagers with +2 armor, and that is it. 2 medevacs sitting here inside Tang's main base, not doing much of anything whatsoever. Probably just here to intimidate the Zerg player. 4th base is being established by Lightweight right now. Probably should have established that a little bit earlier, but I think he's going to be okay. 8 drones on the way for Tang, and medevacs heading on home, realizing they were in a very dangerous position. They decided to head on out. Ultra count is currently 3 after having lost a couple of them. 2 so far. So Lightweight could be dealing with a lot more Ultras than he is right now, so he's got to be thinking his lucky stars about that. At 65 to 69 Harvesters, good transfer here by Lightweight, sending the workers from his natural base to his 4th. And refineries coming up as well. Sensor tower being tossed on down at the 4th base. That is a planetary fortress. Thank goodness. So good against Ling counterattacks. Not as good against the Ultras. That's where everybody's going. Lings, Ultras, Ravagers are going to sneak up to the 4th base saying, turnabout is fair play. Turnabout is fair play. Your 4th base is now forfeit. Oh boy, where's the army? Where's the army, Lightweight? Oh, coming right on in. Planetary fortress not even done yet. Corrosive Biles thrown down on that PF, trying to kill it, forcing the liftoff. There's the cancel. Marines coming on down. Liberator circles are here. Are the Ultras going to get baited into it? No, the Ultras not baited into those circles. Just happy they forced the liftoff on that 4th base, and they're going to retreat. Nope, they're going to come back in. They're coming back into the 4th. Pick it up again, Lightweight. Get out of there. Corrosive Biles hitting, putting it into the red, so it is now burning. Ultra at the front is dead. Good micro on display by Lightweight. Good patience. Just kind of slowly whittling down these Ultras. The Liberators should set their circles up right about here on the outer edge of this 4th. There we go. Repositioning them in better positions. Refinery did die. They have mass repaired the 4th command center. I'm going to go ahead and land it there. 5th base. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5th base on the way for Tang. Another attempt to drop on this left bottom side by the 4th, but there are Corruptors here now. Tang had that Spire. He's making Corruptors. Brilliant decision to do that. Having some anti-air against a heavy dropping Terran really pays huge dividends in the long run. So Army is pretty Marine heavy, which I always worry about if I'm a Terran player going against Ultras, just because Marines don't really hit them that hard. I mean, unless it's 30 Marines and 1 Ultra, which it rarely is. Here we come. Lings, Ultras from the left side. Ravagers, Corruptors, trying to kill as many medevacs as possible. The Defender mode circles are here. Are the Ultras going to walk in? Yes, 1 Ultra just walks right on in and dies almost instantly in a fiery death. 1 on the bottom side, too, trying to sneak around the edges of those circles, doing it fairly well. Coming in from both sides. The pincer movement from the Ultras doing a lot against this ground army. Liberators getting taken down by the Corruptors as well. Liberators using their anti-air mode, trying to splash damage the Corruptors to death, and actually do manage to clean them out. Lightweight managed to hold on in that battle, very surprisingly indeed. This Liberator has 8 kills, hot dang. That's pretty awesome, but that medevac count is 0. 0! Oh no, Lightweight, you can't have 0 medevacs. In this situation, it is not good for you. +1 air weapons is on the way for Lightweight, recognizing the importance of these Liberators. Making 2 medevacs now to replace the many that he has lost. He has lost 7 of them so far have been killed. It's 39 to 75 Harvesters. When did he lose all those SCVs? Down here in this attack on the 4th? It must have been. Lightweight's in a giant amount of trouble right now. 39 to 74 workers. Zerg player Tang taking a 6 base up along this right side, along the wall, and kind of sitting at about 74 Harvesters. Doesn't want to make any more than that. Doesn't want to get up to the 90s. That kind of cuts into your army supply. And he likes his Ultra Corruptor combination. That's what he's working on, getting some Lings in here as well. Fully upgraded Lings, great. Great in most situations, unless you're attacking a giant Bio Ball by yourself, in which case maybe not. But still, pretty fantastic. Drop attempt again here by Lightweight. It's a Corruptor Ball up again. There are 6 of them for Tang. Not a huge number, but still pretty darn fantastic. And Ultras and Corruptors sitting down here at the 4th base. Some Lings up here at the 5th base. 6th base is protected by a couple Corruptors as well. And just a small poke here by Tang. He's got a couple Ultras, some Corruptors trying to sneak on up. Attempted drop here by Lightweight at the 5th base. Decides not to drop with the Lings that are present. Might decide to drop here at the 6th instead. Small group of Marines and Marauders trying to deal with these Lings at the 4th, but guess what? Ultras show up and they pick up and boost on out. Landing here are some Marines with a +3/+3 attack. Lings right on top of them, though, doing not as well as you would expect. And the Lings, woo! Lings Duke managed to clear all the Marines out. Corruptors with some support there. Another drop inside the main. Corruptors, again, just dealing with the medevacs like they're not even there. Stranded, alone, inside the main base. 2 Marines and a Marauder. Transfuse, keeping that Queen alive. This guy wants that Corruptor and gets killed by a Ling instead. So good job, Zergling. You've got 2 kills to your name. Pretty fantastic stuff. Transfuse on that Corruptor as well. 179 to 136 total supply. Zerg player is on 6 bases. Lightweight Arteran is on 4. Making Liberators, making Marauders, making Marines. He's trying to get that giant ball up again. He's got some Widow Mines here, which can be good if the Lings get there ahead of the rest of the army and they trigger them. It's actually super great if that happens, but here we come. Trying to come into this planetary fortress. Ling's getting murdered by it, though. Here's the mass repair. Liberators setting up defender mode circles, trying to chase away the Corruptors, and yes, Tang wants nothing to do with this army. He knows he doesn't have quite enough here to deal with it. That Liberator count is at 5, which is a little bit scary. They have a +1 attack here, which means they do 90 damage per shot against Ultras because they're ground units. If they go in those circles, they're in a lot of trouble. 6 bases up and happily mining for Tang, and by happily, I mean 2 drones are there. Not much else. +2 Carapace. Whew. Alright, so Ultra count is 10. 10 Ultras, 20 Corruptors, 29 Lings, 8 Liberators, 15 Marauders, and 60 Marines for Lightweight. Here we go. Ultra's getting right on in here. Widowmine's trying to burrow and then fire. Can they do it? Yes, 1 attack there. Liberator's dying. The Corruptor ball is so dang big. Trying to get rid of the Corruptors, but there just aren't enough Marines on the ground. The Ultra's coming in to cover them. Corruptors having their way. Oh, just having their way with those Liberators. Absolutely murdering them. Few Ultras do survive here. How many has he lost so far? 16. That's a lot of dead Ultras, but they are doing very well to take a lot of bio with them. A planetary fortress falls. 4th base is gone. Lightweight is a dead man. He's dead in the water here. Another Ultra gets killed. Widowmine shots. Actually doing fairly well there for Lightweight. 3 kills, 2 kills, 1 kill. Doing some work on that Corruptor ball anyway, but it was big. There are 12 of them now. He's lost 15 so far. Time to counterattack, says Lightweight. I lost that 4th. I'm replacing it, but I'm losing my 3rd in the process. I'm not getting additional income. I'm just kind of trying to replace it here. So he's going to move on in and try to attack this 6th base. He's got a big group of +3/+3 Marines and Marauders. I think the hatchery is going to fall, and it is maybe getting distracted by all these Lings. Oh, it lives. It lives. The defending Lings managed to get in there and save it for the next 5 seconds anyway, and then it dies. 6th base is gone. So I don't think Tang wanted to experience that. It was a nice counterattack. Good timing by Lightweight trying to do this thing. But coming up from the bottom, here comes Tang. Lings, Corruptors, Ultras, not actually heading home. is Lightweight. Instead, just kind of standing and fighting here. Corruptors against the 3 remaining Liberators. Should take them out very quickly indeed. And not even standing inside the circles of safety here is Lightweight. All his ground units getting massacred. Corruptors getting destroyed here as well. Small group, 2 Marauders trying to deal with about 6 Ultras all by their lonesome. And no, that's not how things usually work out. Medevac's gone, and that's it. The GG from Lightweight. Lightweight is defeated. Tang is victorious, and Zerg gets your win today. Yeah, so in the end, Lightweight had 3 Marines, 2 Marauders, and a Medevac. Ouch, not so great there. 222 Marines lost their lives. 44 Marauders, 7 tanks, 18 Liberators died, and 18 Ultras died, so that seems pretty 1-to-1 even-y, if you ask me. 16 Roaches, 15 Ravagers. I think those were all the Roaches and Ravagers that Tang ever made in the game. They all died at some point, which makes sense. 15 Corruptors died, so 15, 15, and 16. 322 Lings lost their lives in 34 drones. So pretty hard fought. Good back and forth battle there. Lightweight again with the good early game. I liked it. I liked what he had with the drops. I liked the drone kills that he got. But he just didn't quite have the answer for when the Ultras actually showed up. So while you're attacking like that, you got to get a bunch of Liberators set up in good positions. Maybe get Vikings to deal with these Corruptors instead of Marines. Marines aren't as good in that situation, unfortunately, but that's all that Lightweight really had. So maybe a Sky Terran approach is what you want to do if you're dealing with Ultra. We've actually seen Terran players do that and have some pretty good success lately, so maybe that will be the new meta. Although they are planning on removing 1 armor from Ultras, bringing them down to 7 max instead of 8. So that might be enough to balance things out. Either way, I don't know. So that's it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself. Patrons! Nicholas Cheek, Sean Govin, Nick Riley, Josh Cornelius, Jin, Robert Farmer, KN, Matt Meermans, Hakon Marcus, Christopher, Alex Coffey, Ben Raboyne, 19 Day, Kith Garlow, Alexander Canaras, Complex, Ian Westbrook, Michael McIntosh, Sam Estagoy, Bo Brissett, Kale Anderson, Trevor Smith, Menhadin, GMP, Sik Kupata, Pedro Batsaris, Michael Wellen, Plaid, Henry Cooper, Clayton Knight, Jan Kodera, Kevin Chang, Rajiv Bhatt, link at the top right. Thank you. Bye.